All right, so today we are taking this toward Peacock. So keep in mind, a bit more of a core intensive flow, very much into the upper body, the back line of the body as well. And if you don't remember Peacock or Mayurasana, we'll get to that to the end of class. I'll go through a long, detailed demonstration once we do get to that point. All that said, I have two demonstrations before we begin. So once we get into the main part of the flow here, we're going to start this in downward facing dog, and you take this into a one-legged dog right away. And I want you to really dial into what you're doing with that one-legged dog, specifically to engage the back line of your body and make sure you're getting into the glutes. So you can have both hands down, lift one leg high, and when you lift that leg, I want you to straighten it out as completely as you can and keep it straight. So point to the toes, keep that foot pointed as well, and lock your knee, tense up your thigh, lower your hips so your hips stay squared. And keep in mind, in that three-legged dog, there's a tendency for people to just open up to the side because, well, it's easier to hold that way because your hips are stacked. So I want you to actually use your glutes and use the muscles that are actually holding that leg in line with the upper body and keep that tension. We're going to hop this back and forth. So keep the leg dead straight. You're going to look forward toward your hands and then press into your base foot. Just keep it where it is and bend the knee. Let your hips move straight up and down. And we'll go back and forth like this. You're going to press into your base foot, hop this forward, and then press that foot and hop back. And if you look at my foot, I'm not even taking this up all that high. So just keep that tension, press into your hands, and try to land as silently as you can. Now, if you want to take things further, you can certainly take it toward inversion. This would be like a single leg kick up. And for that, you can just go ahead and press into that base foot, maybe stack your hips over your shoulders, but still stay light and keep that lifted leg straight as you take it back and forth. And eventually we'll end up at the front of the mat. So keep in mind, the whole thing about taking that hop back and forth isn't just hopping and take the weight on your hands, though that is part of it, but it's trying to hold on to the control of keeping that lifted leg as straight as possible as you're moving. So just work that as best you can. We'll end up toward the front of the mat and we'll move into the flow from there. Keep in mind. At the end of the sequence, we're going to take this into crow, and I know this is review for everybody here, but it does bear repeating. So you're going to come into this from a forward fold. So hands down, shoulder width, grip the mat with your fingers, lift your heels, and bring the knees to touch your upper arms. And then look forward, just lean forward, go slow, lift your feet together, big toes to touch, heels to your seat, and you can take whatever variation of crow you like. You can bring it down low, you can bring it up higher if you like, and then from there, whenever you're ready, just take it through your vinyasa. You can step it back, you can fly it back, whatever suits you best. So just keep that in mind. So all that said, let's go ahead and start this on our backs. So bring yourself all the way down to the mat. And then once you're down, I'm going to recommend setting this up with your feet on the floor a little wider than your hips. Bring your knees in towards center and let this help release your low back to the mat. And then when you're ready, take an inhale, reach your arms out long past your head. And then just keep the arms reaching, but relax your arms and let them settle down toward the floor. So let your shoulders sink down, let the elbows bend, keep the palms open. And you can always bring the hands down lower and change the position if you like, but find a position that helps you let your chest just open up. And then close your eyes. So just give yourself a moment to settle in here like this. Let your mind quiet down. And then just start to deepen your breathing. So with the inhales, pulling as much as you can. Try to fill up your lungs. Hold on to all that breath at the top. And when you exhale, constrict the back of your throat. So slow your breath down on the way back out. And just work to make your exhales last at least as long as your inhales as you breathe. And just keep breathing like this to begin. Now when you're ready, here, take a deep inhale. And then when you exhale, just open your eyes. Just take things slow. With your next inhale, reach your arms out long past your head. And with the exhale, bring your arms down to your sides. Back and forth, inhale, reach this out long. Exhale, arms to your sides. Inhale, reach this out long. Exhale, arms to your sides again. Inhale, reach this out long. And with the exhale, bring the arms down, but then curl up as well. Lift your head, lift your shoulders, stay lifted like this. And keep looking forward. Now bring your hands behind your head, interlace the fingers, palms open, elbows wide. And keep enough pressure from your hands so you can keep your head lifted and look forward without straining your neck. Now from here, I want to take this back and forth, so keep that interlace loose. And then when you're ready, reach your right arm as far past your left leg as you can. And then come back to center with your head and shoulders lifted. Reach your left arm past your right leg. And then come back to center. Keep your head high. Right arm reaches over to left. Come back into center. Reach your left arm right. And bring it back to center here. Reach your right arm left again. And then come back to center. Reach your left arm right. And then come back into center. Take it back and forth. Right arm left again. Back to center. Still lifted. Reach your left arm right. And bring it back to center. A couple more rounds. Reach your right arm left again. And then come back to center. Reach your left arm right. And one more round. Come back to center. Reach your right arm left and just hold a little bit further. Stretch longer out through that right shoulder. And then bring it back to center. Reach your left arm right. Hold here and keep pressing that shoulder forward. And then bring it back to center. Now your head's still lifted. Interlace your fingers. Keep looking forward. And then draw your knees in toward your chest and go ahead and extend your legs up toward the ceiling. Now just keep your gaze forward. Keep your belly pulled in and keep your low back down. Now point your toes, straighten your legs as best you can, or minimize the bend in the knees if you need it. And then slowly start to lower your heels and just take the legs down, definitely no lower than a 45-degree angle. That's probably too much, to be honest. But keep your belly pulled in, keep the low back on the floor, your head still lifted and you're looking forward. And then go ahead, bend your right knee and just dip the big toe down toward the floor. And bring the right leg back up in line with the left. Bend your left knee, dip the big toe down. And then lift back up. Right big toe down again. Keep your low back on the floor. And then lift. Bring your left big toe down. And then lift back up. Right big toe down again. Keep your belly pulled in. And then bring the legs in line. Dip your left big toe down again. And then lift this back up. Lower your right big toe one more time. And then lift back up. Lift your lower the left big toe one more time. And then lift back up. And then take an inhale. And with the exhale, just bring your feet down to the floor, about hips width distance. Go ahead and roll your head down, but keep your hands behind your head. Elbows wide, shoulders down. And then once you're down, just fold your knees over to the right. And then over to the left. And just take this back and forth and just loosely let your body twist. And then the next time your knees come down to the right, keep them down on that side. And press your knees down, press into the shoulders. Just work to lift your right hip up off the floor. Maybe it comes up, maybe not. And then go ahead and release that. Bring your knees through center to the left side. And press your legs toward the floor. Press into your shoulders. Work to lift that left hip up off the mat. And then go ahead and set that back down. Bring your knees back into center. Now once you come back into center, we're going to set this up for bridge. The feet and knees about hips width distance. Bring your heels in close enough that you can start with your low back basically flat. And then just release your hands. Take an inhale. Reach your arms out long past your head. And with your exhale, keep reaching and bring the backs of the hands down. Bring your shoulders down. And just keep the arms grounded like this. Keep your gaze up high and we'll take this up and down. So with an inhale, press into your heels, squeeze your glutes and lift your hips. Exhale, roll back down. Inhale, press your hips up high again. And then with the exhale, lower. Inhale, lift your hips. And then with the exhale, come back down. Inhale, press your hips up high. And then with the exhale, lower. Inhale, lift your hips up again. Exhale, roll back down. And then inhale, press up high one more time and hold here. Now keep your glutes squeezing, keep your hips lifted. And without changing anything else, just move your arms. Take an inhale and stretch to your fingertips. And then with the exhale, bring your arms down to your sides. Hips stay high. With an inhale, reach your arms out long past your head. And with the exhale, bring the arms back down to your sides. Inhale, reach this out long again. Exhale, arms to your sides. Inhale, reach this out long one more time. And then with the exhale, bring the arms down to your sides. Squeeze your glutes, press your hips up high still. And then go ahead and roll everything back down. Now once you come down, I want you to bend the elbows, bring the forearms to vertical, hands curled into fists. Keep your fists clenched tight, elbows pressing into the floor. And we're going to take this down, up and down on one foot at a time. So step your left foot to center, that'll be your base foot. And pull the right knee in close. And let's take it up and down like this. So with an inhale, press in that left foot, lift your hips up as high as you can. And then roll back down. Inhale, press your hips up again. And then with the exhale, lower. Inhale, lift this up high. Exhale, roll back down. Inhale, lift your hips again. And then with the exhale, lower. Now inhale, press this up one more time and hold here. Keep your glutes squeezing, stay lifted. And keep that right knee closed. But if you want to go further, you can always extend that right leg. And then bring everything back down. Now once you're down, switch it out. Bring that right foot into center. Pull the left knee to your chest. The hands are still curled into fists. And then up and down on this side. So with an inhale, press into that right foot. Lift your hips. Exhale, roll back down. Inhale, press your hips up high again. And then with the exhale, lower. Inhale, lift your hips. Exhale, roll this down. Inhale, press this up high again. And then with the exhale, lower. Now inhale, lift up one more time and hold here. Now dig into the right heel. Keep your glutes squeezing. Keep the left knee close. And you can extend that left leg further if you like. And then bring everything back down. Now once you're down, bring your knees to your chest. Bring your hands to your knees and just squeeze everything in. Now press your spine down flat. You can pull the knees wide and rock this side to side if you want to take it further. And then if you're moving side to side, bring this back into center. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, just curl up into this. Lift your head and shoulders, bring your nose close to your knees. And then go ahead and use this shape. Cross at the ankles, roll forward to a seat. And then once you're up, we're going to stretch into the shoulders and the wrists right away. So keep your feet in front of you about hips width distance apart. Now hands behind the shoulders about shoulder width. And you can walk the hands a little bit further back, but palms down, fingertips point forward. And keep the elbows bent here to start. Now squeeze the elbows in toward each other. And grip the floor with your fingers. And then see about maybe scooting your seat forward toward your heels a little bit more. Now, with the elbows pulled in, keep your chest pulling forward. Feel that stretch in the shoulders. And then if you want to take this further, just start to lean forward, peel your palms up a little bit, dig your fingertips down. And then bring your weight back and set your hands flat. And you can just take it back and forth like this, moving forward and back. Now, if you want to take it further still, you can press in your hands, lift your seat up off the floor, maybe slide toward your heels with your seat still lifted. And that might be enough as well, but keep your chest pulling forward. Still squeeze the elbows toward each other and just breathe. Take things to where you can. All right, now if you lifted yourself up, go ahead, set yourself back down. And keep the hands relatively close, but still behind the shoulders and about shoulder width. Now flip your hands over. Backs of the hands down, palms face up. The fingertips point toward the midline of the mat. Now set your hands flat, spread the fingers out wide, and it's pretty likely you're going to have to bend the elbows here, so don't be too surprised at that. But keep the fingertips pressing down, squeeze the elbows toward each other, try to bring your chest forward. And if you want to take it further still, two ways. You can slide the hands further back or maybe scoot your butt forward toward your heels. But again, squeeze the elbows toward each other, keep your chest pulling forward. And then if you want to take it further from here, just go ahead and fold the knees over to the right side with your chest still forward. And then come through center, let your knees sink to the left. And just take it back and forth with your chest still pulling forward, but the rest of the body twisting just a little bit. Now, whatever you're doing here, be sure you're pressing to the fingertips. Hold the tension in your hands. And then once you're ready from here, just bring the feet back into center. Come up onto the fingertips. And then just cross at the ankles, roll forward your hands. We got one more stretch. So bring yourself into all fours. And we're going to take this into one of the entries of Peacock. Now to set this up, it's like you come into child's pose. So knees out wide, wider than your hips. Big toes point toward each other, and maybe they touch. Keep your seat low to your heels and walk the hands in. And the hands are going to come down on that line that you can draw between your knees. Palms down. Fingertips rotated at least out to the sides, 90 degrees right or left. Maybe all the way in toward your feet. Come as far as you can in that rotation. Now set your hands flat, shoulder width. Press your fingertips down. Dig the fingertips down into the floor. And keep your seat low, but pull your chest forward between the upper arms. And bend the elbows in toward your ribs. And you want to press the elbows into your torso somewhere, whether it's your ribs or the muscles of the abdomen. Now keep gripping the floor. Maybe just stay here if this is enough. And if you can go further, keep looking forward. Bend the elbows a little bit and bring your weight forward. And then come back up and just take it back and forth like that, but keep weight in your arms the whole time. Now don't go too fast. You don't want to jam your face into the floor, but if you get used to the shift of your weight, you can take it a little bit deeper each time. And then the next time you come forward, try to stay forward here, still gripping the floor. Now, if you can take it even further, let your knees slide out wider. That'll put more weight on your hands. And if you can take it further still, see about just lifting your knees up off the floor. And this moves you toward Peacock, keep in mind. And then if you lift the knees, just set them back down. Come up onto your fingertips, down to sitting on your heels. And then just take a moment, shake your hands out, loosen up your fingers and loosen up your wrists. And we will be coming back into that position toward the end of class, keep in mind. Now, when you're ready, come back into all fours. And then we're going to take this into a forearm side plank. So go ahead and bring the right forearm down to the floor and step your feet straight back. And just keep the feet about hips width distance apart. Now roll your heels over to the right side, and you can keep your left hand down in front of your chest, and this is good enough. But keep your hips pressing high, hold the lift. Now if you can take it further, and if you want to move, reach your left arm past your head, lift your hips up even higher. Stretch the left side of your body long. And then we'll go back and forth from here. So take an inhale as you lift it. And with the exhale, sink your hips and reach toward your feet. Inhale, lift this up, hips high. Exhale, sink this back down. Inhale, lift your hips, lengthen your side. Exhale, sink this down again. Inhale, lift this up and reach. Try to take it higher. Exhale, sink back down. Inhale, lift up and reach again. And then with the exhale, lower. Now inhale, lift this up and reach. And then with the exhale, lower one more time. Inhale, lift this up, reach long, hold here. Keep your hips pressed out. Keep the left side all stretched out. And then go ahead, bring it back to center. And bring your knees down, and we'll take it to the other side. So when you're ready, set this up with your left forearm down, but stay on your right hand. Step the feet back. Feet about hips width distance apart. Go ahead and roll your heels over to the left. And you can stay on your right hand, but just keep your hips lifted here. Now, if you're going to take it further, if you're going to move, reach your right arm past your head. Lengthen this out further. Keep lifting your hips. We'll take this back and forth. So take an inhale while you're here. And then with the exhale, sink down and reach toward your feet. Inhale, lift this up, reach long. And then with the exhale, sink back down. Inhale, lift up and reach. And then with the exhale, lower. Inhale, lift this up and reach again. Exhale, sink this down. Inhale, lift up and reach. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift up and reach. And then with the exhale, sink down one more time. Inhale, lift this up and reach, and just hold here. And then go ahead, come back into center, come into all fours and take a moment, move around. And then when you're ready, we're going to take this into a modified side plank, and we'll stay on the hands. So the right side is going to be a base here to start. Step the left foot behind the right when you're ready. Left hand to your left hip. Now stack everything vertically. Left shoulder, left hip above the right. Grip the floor with your right hand. And then to take it further, reach your left arm high and see about lifting that left foot up off the floor. You can always stay here and stay open. Now if you want to move with this, take it further. Reach your left arm past your head. Stretch this out long. And then take an inhale. With the exhale, squeeze in elbow to knee. Now inhale, reach this out long. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee again. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee. Now inhale, reach this out long. Exhale, elbow to knee one more time. Stay here. Now with your left hand, reach back to your left foot. And we're going to take this as a dancer bind. So pull that left foot behind your back. And let this pull your shoulder back. Now if you want to open your shoulder further, maybe take hold of the inside edge of the left foot. And if that's not an option, don't worry about it. But whatever grip you have, kick into your left hand. Let it pull your shoulder back, but keep everything stacked. Hold your balance. It's supposed to be a little bit tricky, keep in mind. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, release, come down, back to all fours. And give yourself a moment to breathe. When you're ready, take it to the other side. Left side's the base. Right foot steps behind the left. Right hand to your right hip. Now keep everything stacked. Right shoulder, right hip above the left. And then take it further. Right arm high. See about lifting that right foot. And maybe just stay here and hold your balance. Keep gripping the floor with your left hand. If you're going to move, reach your right arm past your head. And then take this back and forth. Take an inhale. With the exhale, squeeze in elbow to knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee again. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach. And exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach this out long. Exhale, elbow to knee one more time. Stay here. And then with your right hand, take hold of the right foot and pull that right foot behind you. Now let this draw your shoulder back. If you want to go deeper, maybe take hold of the inside edge of the right foot. But kick into your right hand and keep everything stacked. Stay open to the side. Keep your balance here. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, release. Bring both hands down, both knees down, back to all fours. Give yourself a moment here to move around. And you can always just stay here and breathe if you need to. You can take another stretch, but when you're ready, tuck your toes, straighten your legs, lift your hips, and find your downward facing dog. Now, once you move into position, take a look at how you set this up. Hands about shoulder width distance apart. Now press your palms down flat so you can feel some weight toward the base of your thumbs. Sink your chest down low. As your chest sinks down, press your hips up as high as you can toward the ceiling. And keep that long upward reach of the hips. Now keep your legs as straight as you can, but if you need to, go ahead, bend your knees if your hamstrings are tight. And you can always stay loose here. You can pedal to the side and let your hips move side to side. When you're ready, take a deep inhale. And then with the exhale, just bend the knees, look forward, step this to the front. Let's take a ragdoll fold. Now feet about hips width distance apart, deep bend in the knees. Let your belly touch your thighs, let your head hang, let your spine round. And let everything go long and loose here. Let the muscles in your neck relax. Now you can hang your hands to the floor. You can reach to opposite elbows if you like, and maybe shake this side to side, loosen further. And then when you're ready, go ahead, release any grip that you have. Keep the bend in the knees to begin and restack your spine. So slowly round this up to standing, bring your head up last, and then just open up your palms at your sides. Now when you're ready with an inhale, reach your arms up high. And then with the exhale, bring your hands down to heart center. Take a moment to breathe, set an intention. Let your mind clear, find your focus. Take a deep inhale. And then with the exhale, just release your hands. Now with your next inhale, reach your arms up high. And then with the exhale, slowly fold this forward. Hinge at the hips. Start with a straight spine. Put a little bend in your knees. Keep your core engaged. Move smoothly and then just release this at the bottom. Now with an inhale, lift this up halfway. Fingertips to the floor to your shins. Lengthen forward through the crown of your head. And then with the exhale, bring your hands to the mat. Step it back to high plank. Find your shape. Sink the shoulders, palms press to the floor. Press the floor away from you. Press your spine up toward the ceiling. Stay lifted. And take an inhale. Now with the exhale, slowly bring your shoulders forward as the elbows bend. Keep your body in line. Elbows pulled into your sides. Lower with control. All the way down into your belly. Once you're down, flatten the feet up behind you. Hands under the shoulders, elbows into your sides. And let's take it up and down through low cobra. So with an inhale, just peel up your head, neck, and chest. And then with the exhale, roll this back down. Inhale, peel this up again and lift. And then with the exhale, lower. Now inhale, peel this up one more time. Stay lifted here. Now the lift's in the upper body. Press into your feet, squeeze your glutes. And then take some or all the weight out of your hands. Elbows at your sides. Pull the shoulders back. Keep your gaze forward. Work to lift up a little bit higher. Now I want you to keep that lift, but slowly bring your hands down. And slide them forward. We're going to take this into Sphinx. So forearms parallel, elbows underneath the shoulders, palms flat. Grip the floor with your fingers. And before you think about anything else, be sure you're grounded here. So kick your feet down, squeeze your glutes, press your hips into the floor. Now pay attention to your hands. Grab the mat. Pull your torso forward. Draw the spine forward, up and out of the pelvis. Chest forward, top of the head toward the ceiling. Pull your chin in just a little bit. And keep all that length of your spine. If you want to take it further still, maybe start to lift the elbows a little bit. Maybe a lot, but focus on lengthening your spine, pulling forward, up and out of the pelvis as you go deeper into the bend. And then from wherever you are, slowly bring your elbows back down. And then slide the hands back in. Bring your chin to the floor. Hands back underneath the shoulders. Elbows still pulled into your sides. And we'll take it to upward facing dog from here. So with an inhale, straighten your arms. Now pull your chest forward. Let your hips hang. Stay on the tops of your feet. Keep your legs active. Work to lift your knees up from the mat. To take it further, kick your feet down. Squeeze your glutes. Pull the hips forward to deepen and lengthen the arc. Lift with the arms. Be sure you're lifting with your shoulders. Keep your neck long. Pull your chest forward. And then take an inhale. With the exhale, pull your belly in. Hips up, high to down dog. Paddle out. Let your hips move side to side. And we'll take it through our sun salutations here. Steady movement. Take a deep inhale. Now with the exhale, bend your knees. Look forward. Step or float to the front. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale to standing, reach your arms up high. And then with the exhale, fold all the way back down again. Inhale, halfway lift. And with the exhale, hands to the mat, chaturanga is next, high plank to low. With an inhale, open up your chest, lift your gaze up, dog or cobra. And then with the exhale, pull your belly in. Bring your hips up high to down dog. 2 more rounds like that. Take an inhale. With the exhale, bend your knees. Look forward, step or float. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale to standing, reach us up high. And then with the exhale, fold all the way down again. Inhale, half lift here. And with the exhale, hands to the floor, high plank the lows next. Now with an inhale, open up, draw forward. Exhale, pull back in and bring hips back up. One last round, take an inhale. With the exhale, bend the knees, look forward, step or float. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold it down. Inhale to standing, reach us up high. Exhale, fold all the way back down again. Inhale, half lift here. And then with the exhale, set the hands, chaturanga. Now with an inhale, open up, draw forward. Exhale, pull back in and bring your hips back up. And just find your downward facing dog and breathe here for a moment. Now from your down dog, inhale the right leg high behind you. And then just take this into a scorpion dog right away. So bend the right knee, hang your right foot left. Let your body twist, let your hips open up. With your next inhale, straighten the right leg, three-legged dog, and hold. Now, dial into this for a moment here. Reach with the big toe, point the foot, tense up your thigh, lock the knee. Keep your leg straight, lower the right hip so you feel the lift in the glutes. Now hold that right leg rigid, look forward toward your hands. Left foot stays where it is. Bend your left knee and just feel your hips move straight up and down. Now when you're ready, press into your left foot, hop this forward. And then press into your left foot and hop it back. Press into your left foot, hop this forward again. Press into your left foot and hop back. Now press into your left foot, hop this forward one more time and stay forward. Right foot comes down between your hands, left foot steps next to the right. Now take an inhale, lift this up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to standing, reach your arms up high. And then with the exhale, sink into chair. Put the weight to your heels, bend your knees, and bring your hips down low. Now as you settle in, pay attention to stance. Feet not too wide within hips width distance. Big toes and knees towards center. Pull your belly in. And then bring your hands to your low back. Now interlace your fingers, pull the palms together. Draw your shoulders back and keep your chest open. You can sink your hips down lower. Now lift your toes up off the floor. Keep your knees bent. And we'll take this back and forth. So roll forward. Heels up high. Dig into your toes. And then set your heels back down. Roll this forward again. Heels up high. Knees stay bent. And then set your heels down. Now one more time, bring it forward, heels stay high, keep breathing here, keep your gaze forward. And if you want to take it deeper, you can hinge from the knees, bring your hips lower still, but keep the shoulders pulled back. And then just set the left heel down. Now bring yourself up to standing with your right knee high, hold your balance here, and press into your left big toe. And then when you're ready, put just a little bend on your left knee. Start to hinge forward toward a warrior three. So extend the right leg straight back and maybe keep your body at more of a diagonal. If you can take it deeper, bring yourself toward parallel to the floor. Shoulders pulled back, keep your gaze forward, lower the right hip, keep your hips squared as best you can. And then we're going to move from here, working that standing leg. So as best you can, hold your balance here. Bend your left knee, bring your belly down toward touching your left thigh. Press into your left foot, come back up. Again, bend your left knee, sink this down. Press into your left foot, come back up. Bend your left knee, sink this down low. Press into your left foot, bring it up one more time. Now just keep a little bend in your left knee. Bring it back up to vertical with your right knee high, still balancing here. And then switch feet. Go ahead, set your right foot down. Bring yourself to standing with your left knee high. Now press into the right big toe. Keep your breathing under control. And when you're ready, just bring your hands to your hips. Now with your right hand, take hold of your left knee. Pull it up high, bring it in close as you can. And keep the toes pointed down. Now if you want to take things further, maybe just bend the right knee a little bit, hips forward, but lean the shoulders back. And this could be enough. Now if you want to take it further, go ahead and reach your left arm high and back, still leaning. And if you want to take it further, with your right hand, you can take hold of your left big toe. Maybe pull the knee up higher. Maybe extend that leg up and forward, but keep leaning here and keep your gaze forward. Keep breathing. Now still balancing, take an inhale. And with the exhale, just bring yourself upright. Hands to your hips, left knee lifted. And we're going to take this to warrior one. So just step that left foot back and give yourself a moment to adjust your stance. So deep bend of the right knee, straight left leg, both feet are flat. Left foot points aside at least a little bit. Now pull the right hip back, left hip forward. Be sure you can square your hips and go ahead, shorten and widen the stance to the point that accommodates your hips here. Bring your hips low. When you're ready with an inhale, reach your arms up high. With the exhale, vertical twist, right arm back, left arm forward, open up to the right. Inhale back to center, arms up high. Exhale, twist again, right arm back, left arm forward. Inhale to center, reach us up high. Exhale one more time, right arm back, left arm forward, hold here. Now stay open to the side, look back toward that right hand, and take a half bind, right arm behind your back, palm face away. Pull that shoulder back, Keep your twist and bring the left arm down past your right thigh to brace it. Now you can lean this further forward, keep the right shoulder pulled back, keep twisting. And if you want to take it deeper still, you can start to straighten that right leg. Right hip pulls back, left hip pulls forward. And then if you want to go even further than that, focus the weight on the right foot, keep your twist, but maybe bend your left knee and lift your left heel. Just take things to where you can. The twist is your priority, keep in mind. Now take a deep inhale. And then with the exhale, just release this. Both hands down inside the right foot, slide your left foot back. And we're taking this into a long, wide lizard lunge. So the hands are inside the right foot. Slide that foot forward so the ankle's forward the knee at least a little bit. Curl the toes of the right foot up off the floor and keep them curled. Now roll to the outside edge of the right foot. Stay on that edge and keep the knee out to the side. Press in your hands, sink your hips down low, pull your chest forward. Now keep your left knee lifted if you can. You can set it down if you need to. But then reach your right arm forward. I'm going to open this up to the side. So with an inhale, reach your right arm back and look back. Exhale, reaches forward. Inhale the right arm back again. Exhale, reaches forward. Inhale the right arm back. Exhale, forward one more time. Inhale, reach your right arm back and hold here. Now take a half bind again. Right arm behind your back, palm facing me. Pull that shoulder back. Keep looking toward the back of the mat. Go ahead, set your left knee down, flatten the left foot behind you. Keep the left hip low, keep it pulling forward. And keep that right knee out to the side. Now this is good enough right here. Lengthen out the front of the left side as you're twisting. Now if you want to go further without backing up your hips, you can bend your left knee, lift your left foot, pull the heel toward your seat, but there's no grip. And just keep breathing with this. And then take a deep inhale. Now with the exhale, release both hands down, right foot between your hands. Tuck the toes of your left foot, lift your left knee, bring this into low lunge. And we'll take it from here to side plank. Left hand is your base, roll to the outside edge of the left foot. Slide your right foot back. Now you can have one foot down, one knee down, or stack your legs. But reach your right arm high and just stay lifted here. Now if you want to move with this, reach your right arm past your head, bicep over the ear, and lift the right leg off the left. And then take an inhale. With the exhale, squeeze in elbow to knee. Stay lifted. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee again. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach. And then exhale, elbow to knee one more time. Now inhale, reach this out long. And just come back to your side plank. Right arm high, hips are still lifted. And then roll this into center. Bring your right hand down, full plank. Walk your feet to the front, take a forward fold. And then from that fold, take an inhale, lift this up halfway. And with the exhale, set your hands, let's take it to crow, palms down. Grip the floor with your fingers, bring your heels up, and touch the knees to your arms. Look forward, lean forward, take it slow, and lift your feet together. Toes to touch, heels to your seat, take that to where you can. And then when you're ready, go ahead, step it back, fly it back, take it to your Vinyasa. Once you find your down dog, take a moment, paddle out. All right, from downward facing dog, let's take all that to the other side. So with your next inhale, raise your left leg high behind you. Now with your left leg lifted, open up to a scorpion dog right away. Bend your left knee, hang the left foot right, let your body twist. With your next inhale, straighten the left leg, three-legged dog. Now take a moment and engage this here. So reach with the big toe, point the foot, lock your knee, tense up your thigh, and lower the left hip so you can feel that lift in the glutes. Keep that left leg rigid. Look forward toward your hands. Right foot stays where it is, but bend the right knee and just feel the hips move straight up and down. Now when you're ready, press into that right foot, hop it forward, and then press into your right foot, hop this back. Press into your right foot, hop this forward again, and then press into your right foot and hop it back. Press into the right foot, hop this forward one more time, and then set your left foot down between your hands. Bring the right foot down next to the left. Take an inhale, lift this up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to stand and reach up high. And then with the exhale, sink into chair again. Put the weight to heels, bend your knees, and bring your hips down low. Now again, feet within hips with distance, big toes and knees towards center, belly pulled in. Bring your hands to your low back, find the interlace of feel strange. So bring your palms together, draw your shoulders back, open up your chest, maybe sink this lower. And then lift your toes up off the floor and keep them lifted. Now keep the knees bent, but roll this forward, bring your heels up high. And then set your heels down. Bring it forward again, lift your heels. And then set your heels down. One more time forward, heels stay high, hold here. Now keep your shoulders pulled back, keep looking forward, maybe go deeper. You can hinge from these and bring your hips lower still. And then just set the right heel down. Bring yourself to standing with your left knee high. Now find your balance here, slow your breathing down. And when you're ready, just put a little bend on the right knee. Start to hinge from the right hip. Extend your left leg straight back toward your warrior three, and maybe hold it at a diagonal, that's fine. Maybe come down further toward parallel with the floor. But keep your gaze forward, shoulders back, keep your lifted body in one long line. And then start to work that standing leg. So bend the right knee, belly down toward the right thigh, take it low. Press into the right foot, come back up. Bend into the right knee, belly toward your thigh, take it down low. Press into the right foot, come back up. Bend the right knee, bring it down low one more time. Press into the right foot, come back up. Now keep a little bend in the right knee, come back up the vertical with your left knee high. And then go ahead and switch it out. Set your left foot down. Bring yourself to standing with your right knee high. Now once you're ready, just bring your hands to your hips. And then with your left hand, take hold of the right knee. Pull it up high, draw it in as close as you can. Point the toes down. Maybe start to lean this back. Pull the shoulders back. You can bend your left knee. Now if this is good enough, stay here. If you want to go further, reach your right arm up and back. And then even further, with your left hand, you can take hold of the right big toe. Maybe pull the knee higher, but you're still leaning. Maybe extend that leg up and forward. Take it to where you can. Still balancing here. Take an inhale. Now with the exhale, just bring yourself upright. Hands to your hips, right knee lifted. And then go ahead and step that right foot back, and let's take this into warrior one again. So deep bend left knee, straight right leg. Take a nice wide stance. Right hip forward, left hip back. Both feet flat with the right foot pointed to the side at least a little bit. And just sink this down low. When you're ready, with an inhale, reach your arms high. Exhale, vertical twist. Left arm back, right arm forward. Open up. Inhale, back to center. Reach up high. Exhale, twist again. Left arm back, right arm forward. Inhale to center, arms up high. Exhale, left arm back, right arm forward. One more time, hold here. Now keep looking over your left shoulder and take a half bind. Left arm behind your back, palm face away. Keep that shoulder pulled back. And then bring the right arm down past your left thigh. You can lean this forward if you need to, but brace the twist. Now this is good enough. If you want to take it further, maybe straighten your left leg, but pull the left hip back, right hip forward. And as you hold that twist, if you want to take it further, focus weight on the left foot. Maybe bend the right knee and lift the right heel. Again, just stay with the twist and take things to where you can. You don't have to use every option. Now take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just release both hands down inside that left foot. Slide the right foot back and take that long, wide lizard lunge at the floor. Now look at your left foot. Make sure the ankle's at least a little bit forward of the knee. Curl the toes, left foot up. Keep them curled and roll to the outside edge. Let the knee out to the side. Press in your hands. Sink your hips down. Pull your chest forward. Now you can set the right knee down, but keep it lifted if you can. Reach your left arm forward. Back and forth over your left side. With an inhale, reach your left arm back and look back. Exhale, reaches forward. Inhale the left arm back again. Exhale, reaches forward. Inhale the left arm back. Exhale forward one more time. Inhale, reach your left arm back and keep looking back. Hold here. Take a half bind again. Left arm behind your back, palm face away. Draw that shoulder further back. Go ahead, set the right knee down and flatten the right foot behind you. Keep the right hip low, keep it pulling forward, and keep the left knee to the side. Now, if you can take it further without backing up your hips, go ahead, bend the right knee. Draw the heel toward your seat, but there's no grip on that foot, keep in mind. Keep the front of the right side nice and long. Everybody take an inhale. And with the exhale, release. Both hands down. Left foot between your hands. Tuck the toes of the right foot. Lift the right knee. This brings you to low lunge. And we'll take it from here to side plank. Right hand's your base. Roll the outside edge of the right foot. Slide the left foot back. You could have one foot down, one knee down, or stack your legs. Hips up high, left arm high. Hold the pose. You get to stay in place. Now, if you want to move with this, reach that left arm past your head. Lift the left leg off the right. And then take an inhale. Exhale, squeeze in, elbow to knee. Now, inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee again. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee. Now, inhale, reach this out long. Exhale, elbow to knee one more time. With your next inhale, just go ahead, reach, come back to your side plank. Left arm high, legs together, hips still lifted. And then roll back to center, both hands down, high plank. Walk your feet to the front, come into a forward fold. And then from that fold, take an inhale, lift this up halfway. With the exhale, set your hands and let's take the crow. Palms down, grip the floor, lift your heels, knees touch the arms. Look forward, lean forward, go slow and lift your feet together, toes to touch, heels to your seat. And again, just take the version you can. When you're ready, go ahead, step it back, fly it back, take it through another vinyasa. And once you find your down dog, just give yourself a moment, pedal out. All right, we're going to take this into the next sequence. So from your downward facing dog, inhale the right leg high behind you. And now just keep that right leg lifted, hold your three-legged dog. Reach for the big toe, point the foot, lock your knee, tense up the thigh. Lower the right hip so the hips are squared. Look forward toward your hands and keep your left foot where it is, but bend your left knee and feel your hips move straight up and down. Now when you're ready, press into your left foot, hop this forward. Press into your left foot, hop it back. Press into your left foot, hop it forward again. Press into the left foot, hop it back. Now press into your left foot, hop this forward one more time and stay forward. And bring the right foot down between your hands. Left foot steps next to the right. Take an inhale, lift it up halfway. Exhale, fold down. Inhale to standing, inhale up to standing, reach up high. And then with the exhale, sink back into chair. Put the weight to heels, bend your knees, bring your hips down low. Now once you find your stance, let's bind this from above. Right hand behind your head with the palm facing in. Left palm faces the other way. Clasp your fingers and with your left hand, pull the right arm behind your head. Press your head back into your right arm. Now keep your shoulders pulled back, keep your chest open. You can sink this down lower. Lift your toes up off the floor, and then take it back and forth. Roll this forward, heels up high, and then set your heels down. Roll it forward again, lift your heels, and then set your heels down. One more time forward, heels stay high, hold this, keep looking forward. If you want to go deeper, you can hinge from the knees, bring the hips down lower still, but keep your chest open. And then go ahead, set your left heel down, come to standing with your right knee high, keep the bind. Now press into the left big toe. Once you've got your balance, let's take it from up to down. So right heel touches your left knee. And then sink down, go slow, right knee to your left calf or as close as you can get. Bring it back up, heel to knee. And then sink this down, knee to calf. Bring it up again, heel to knee. Sink down, knee to calf one more time. Bring it up again, heel to knee, hold here. And then to set the right foot down, come to standing with your left knee high. Now press into the right big toe, see that your breath is under control. And then go ahead and bring your hands to your hips. We're going to take this to a figure four. So left ankle crosses over the right thigh, left knee to the side, toes are curled. Now once you've got that shape, start to bend the right knee, sink down. And then hinge from the hips and bring your torso forward toward a 45-degree angle. Just stay here. Keep your gaze forward. Now without moving anything else, just reach the arms forward, stretch through the fingertips, take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just reach straight back and stay balanced. Inhale the arms forward. Exhale, reach behind. Inhale, arms forward. Exhale, reach behind. Inhale, arms forward one more time. Stay here. Now we're going to go from the shape to half moon. Take it slow. Left hand to your left hip. Right hand starts to reach down. Lift the left leg off the right. Bring that left knee to the side. Right hand to the floor. Forward to the right foot, but further right. And extend that left leg straight back. Now open everything to the left side, left shoulder and left hip high. You can always keep the right knee bent, but straighten that leg if you can. See about reaching your left arm high and stay open to your left side as much as possible. Keep breathing here. Everybody take an inhale. And then with the exhale, bend the right knee, set your left foot down. This will bring you into warrior two. So give yourself a moment to adjust. Deep under the right knee, straight left leg, one line from the front heel to the back arch. Sink your hips down low. Keep your spine upright, reaches equally front to back. And then take a half bind again. Left arm behind your back, palm facing away. Open up the right palm toward the ceiling. And then straighten the right leg. Now we're going to go back and forth with this triangle stance. And think of this more as a side lengthening, side bending movement. So with an inhale, reverse. Reach back, lean back long, gaze up high. Now with the exhale, extend it forward as far as you can and keep looking up. Inhale, reverse this again. Exhale, extend. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extend. Inhale, reverse one more time. Exhale, extend it forward. Stay here, left shoulder pulled back. And now you can rest the right hand on your right leg. Keep the left shoulder high and keep looking toward the ceiling. Torso no lower than parallel to the floor. If you want to go further, more engagement, bring the right arm inside the right leg. Keep the arm and leg pressing into each other to hold your shape and draw that left shoulder back. Now, if you want to take it further still, release the left arm. Sweep it forward, bicep over your ear. And if you're reaching with that left arm, you should still be able to look up and see the ceiling. Now take a deep inhale. And then with the exhale, just release. Both hands down, bend the right knee. And we'll take us into Skandasana at the right side. So lift the right heel, come to sit in the right heel. Left leg extends toward the back of the mat. Heel down, toes point up. Now walk your hands into the center of the mat, stay on your fingertips. And we're setting this up to move back and forth. So keep your chest facing the floor. Work to keep your hips down low as you switch this out. So bring it through center. Come on to your left heel and straighten the right leg out. Back through center. Keep it low. Sink down to the right side. Bring it through center over to the left again and keep your hips low. Back through center over to the right again. Now bring it through center over to the left. Stay low. Come back through center to the right one more time. And then bring it through center. We're going to settle in on the left side. So sit on the left heel. Keep the right heel pressed to the floor with the toes pointed up. And we're going to work a little bit of balancing from here. So start to walk your hands in and bring yourself toward upright. And then see about taking this toward an archer configuration. Left hand becomes a fist. Bring that behind your left ear with the left shoulder pulled back and look toward the front of the mat. Now slowly, right hand's a fist as well, but reach that arm straight forward like you're holding a bow. Now press into both feet, draw your shoulders back, draw the shoulder blades toward each other to open up your chest. And this is supposed to be tricky, but hold the tension to keep yourself in place. Keep breathing. Now take a deep inhale. And then with the exhale, release. Walk your hands forward, bend into the right knee. Lift your left heel, come into low lunge. And we'll take it to side plank from here. So left hand's your base, roll to the outside edge of the left foot. Slide the right foot back. Take the version of side plank that suits you. Keep your hips up high and reach your right arm high. And this is good enough right here. Now if you want to move, we're going to twist. And I recommend stepping the right foot forward to the left. But take an inhale. And with the exhale, reach that right arm underneath. Inhale the right arm high. Exhale, twist again. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale, twist. Inhale the right arm high. Exhale, twist again. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale, twist. Now inhale the right arm high and just come back to your side plank. Legs stacked, hips up high, bring your gaze up high. And then go ahead, roll into center, both hands down, high plank. Walk your feet to the front, come into your forward fold. From that fold, take an inhale, lift this up halfway. And then with the exhale, set your hands, let's take it back to crow. Dig your fingertips down, bring your heels up, bring the knees to touch your arms. Look forward, lean forward, and take it slow as you lift your feet, toes to touch, heels to your seat. Take it to where you can. Try to keep your hips high and bring your weight forward. And then whenever you're ready, go ahead, step it back, fly it back, take it through another vinyasa. Once you find your down dog, just pedal out and breathe for a moment. And then we'll take all that to the other side. Now with your next inhale, raise your left leg high and hold your three-legged dog. So reach your left big toe, point the foot, lock the knee, tense up your thigh. Lower the left hip so you feel that lift in the glutes on the left side. Now look forward toward your hands, keep the right foot where it is. Bend your right knee and feel your hips move straight up and down. Back and forth, press into that right foot, hop forward. And then press into your right foot and hop it back. Press into your right foot, hop this forward again. Press into your right foot and hop it back. Now press into the right foot, hop forward one more time and stay forward. And then bring the left foot down between your hands, right foot steps next to the left. Take an inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold down. Inhale to standing, reach up high. Exhale, bring it into chair one more time. Put the weight to heels, bend your knees, and bring your hips low. Now once you settle and take that bind from above, left hand behind your head, palm facing in. Right palm faces the other way, clasp your fingers. And then with that right hand, draw the left arm behind your head. Press your head back into your left arm, shoulders back, chest open, maybe sink this further down. Now lift your toes up off the floor, and let's take it back and forth. Roll this forward, bring your heels up high, keep your knees bent. And then set your heels down. Bring it forward again, lift your heels. And then set your heels back down. One more time forward, heels stay high, hold here. Now keep your gaze forward, keep your chest open, maybe sink down lower by hinging from the knees. And then once you're ready to set the right heel down, come to standing with your left knee high and stay here. Now once you got your balance, take it from up to down. Left heel touches your right knee. And then sink down, left knee to right calf or as close as you can get. Bring it back up, heel to knee. Sink back down, knee to calf. Bring it up again, heel to knee. Sink down, knee to calf one more time. Bring it up again, heel to knee, stay here. And then set your left foot down, bring yourself to standing with your right knee high. Find your balance and press into your left big toe. Now go ahead, release your bind, bring your hands to your hips. And then take your legs into a figure four. Right ankle crosses your left thigh. Knee to the side, toes stay curled. Bend your left knee, start to sink the hips. And then hinge from the hips and bring your torso forward toward a 45-degree angle. Now, only moving your arms. Take an inhale, reach your arms forward. And then with the exhale, just reach behind. Inhale, arms forward again. Exhale, reaches back. Inhale, arms forward. Exhale, reach behind one more time. Inhale, reaches forward, stay here. And we're going to take it to half moon. So right hand to your right hip, keep it there. And then pressing your left foot, release the right leg, bring that knee to the side. Left hand comes down, forward to your left foot, but further left. Go ahead, extend the right leg straight back at the same time. And bring your gaze to the right. Now you can keep that left knee bent or straighten the leg. See about reaching that right arm high. And open yourself to the right as best you can. Try to keep everything stacked vertically here. Right shoulder and right hip above the left. Now take an inhale. With the exhale, bend the left knee, set the right foot down. This brings you to warrior two. So take a moment to adjust. Deep bend left knee, straight right leg again. One line from the front heel to the back arch. Bring your hips down low, keep your spine upright, and reach equally front to back. Now take a half bind, right on behind your back palm, face me, pull that shoulder back. Open the left palm toward the ceiling. And then straighten your left leg, and we'll take this from that triangle stance again. So with the inhale, reverse. Reach back long, gaze up high. With the exhale, extend forward as far as you can and keep looking up. Inhale, reverses. Exhale, extend. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extend. Inhale, reverses. Exhale, extend forward one more time. Stay forward. And go ahead, release your left hand to your left leg. Keep the right shoulder pulled back and keep looking up. This is good enough. Now, if you want to take it with more engagement, bring the left arm inside the left leg. Use the tension of the arm and leg to keep yourself where you are. Torso no lower than parallel with the floor. And if you want to go further, go ahead, sweep that right arm forward, bicep over your ear. And if you're reaching with the right arm, you should still be able to see the ceiling. Stay open to the side. Keep that right shoulder high. Everybody take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just bring both hands down to the floor. Bend your left knee. And then come to sitting on your left heel. We'll take that Skandasana variation again. So sit on the left heel. Keep the right leg extended. Heel down, toes point up. Now come up onto the fingertips. Walk your hands into the center of the mat. And stay low. Keep your chest facing down. Try to keep the hips as low as you can as we switch this back and forth. So come through center. Bend to the right knee. Sink over to the right side. Bring it back through center. Come down over to the left. Through center. Bring it over to the right again. Back through center to the left side. Bring it through center over to the right. And then back through center to the left one more time. And then bring it through center over to the right and settle in here. Now the right knee's bent, sit on the heel. Keep the left heel pressed down, toes pointed up. And then bring yourself toward upright and work this into some balancing. Now take that archer configuration again. Make the right hand to a fist. Bring it behind your right ear. Draw the elbow back, pull that shoulder back. And keep looking toward the front of the mat. Very slowly, make your left hand to a fist as well, but like you're holding a bow. Reach your left arm straight forward. Draw the shoulders back, open up your chest, and breathe here. Press down into both feet. Now take an inhale. And then with the exhale, bring both hands down. Walk your hands to the front, bend into your left knee. Lift the right heel behind, low lunge. Pardon me, and this will take you to the side plank. Right hand to your base, roll to the outside edge of the right foot. Slide your left foot back, and take the version that works. You can keep the left foot down or right knee down, maybe stack the legs. Reach your left arm high and keep your hips lifted, gaze up high. Now we'll twist, and I do recommend stepping that left foot in front of the right. Keep your hips lifted. Take an inhale, and with the exhale, reach your left arm underneath. Inhale, reach us up high. Exhale, twist. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale, twist again. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale, twist. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale, twist one more time. Now inhale, reach up high and hold here. Come back to that side plank. Keep everything stacked. And then just bring your left hand down. Come into center, high plank. Walk your feet to the front. Come into your forward fold. From that fold, take an inhale, lift it up halfway. And then with the exhale, set your hands into crow one more time. Palms down. Grip the floor. Bring the heels up. Knees to your arms. Look forward and lean. Take it slow. Lift your feet together. Toes to touch. Heels to your seat. Take it the way you can. And then go ahead and take it through one more vinyasa. Now from downward facing dog, let's take this into half pigeon. So with an inhale, raise your right leg high behind you. With the exhale, bring it forward. Right knee behind the right wrist, right ankle somewhere behind the left. Go ahead, bring your left knee down, flatten your left foot behind you. Keep that left hip pulling forward. Keep your hips squared to the front. And to sink your weight straight down, find some of that stretch in the outer right hip or toward the glutes. Now you can stay upright like this. You can take it further, move toward one of the back bends. Or you can melt down to the elbows, maybe take it down all the way. Take it to where you need to right now and just breathe. All right, now slowly from here, if your hands are forward, walk them back in. And lower yourself to the right hip, swing your left leg forward. And we're going to take a seated twist. We'll take this to Lord of the Fishes. So bring the right heel outside your left hip, step your left foot outside your right thigh, and bring both sit bones down to the floor between the heels. Now, if this is too much for any reason, you can always extend the right leg forward with the left leg crossed over. Now, to set this up either way, left hand sets down behind you. Inhale the right arm up high. And with the exhale, moving your twist, right elbow past your left thigh. Now sit this up tall, reach the crown of the head toward the ceiling. Bring your gaze over your left shoulder and use your right arm, press into your left leg. Keep extending your spine upward as you're twisting and looking to the left. And just breathe with us here. Now take a deep inhale. And then with the exhale, release your twist. Bring both hands over to the right and lightly open your chest to the right side for a moment. And then go turn back to center, hands behind. Lean back, untangle your legs. And just cross the ankles, roll forward your hands, step it back to down dog. And then from your down dog, when you're ready, let's take half pigeon. So inhale the left leg high. And with the exhale, bring it forward. Left knee behind your left wrist, left ankle somewhere behind the right. Now bring the right knee down, flatten the right foot behind you, pull the right hip forward, keep it in line with the left, and just sink your weight straight down. Look for at least some of that stretch on the left side, outer left hip or toward the glutes. Now again here, you can just stay upright like this. You can take it toward the back bend to go further, and you can melt down to the elbows or just take it down all the way. Take things to where you need to. There's nothing wrong with just chilling out in this pose. All right, and then again from here, if the hands are forward, walk them in close. When they're close enough, lower to your left hip, swing your right leg forward this time. And let's take Lord of the Fishes again. So left heel outside the right hip, right foot outside your left thigh. And you can always extend your left leg straight if you need to, but again, bring both sit bones down. And then once you're ready, set the right hand down behind you. Inhale your left arm up high. And with the exhale, move into that twist, left elbow past your right thigh. Now sit this up tall, reach the crown of the head straight up. Look over the right shoulder and use that left arm, press into the right leg. Keep extending upward as you're twisting here and breathe as deeply as you can. Now take a deep inhale. With the exhale, just release. Bring both hands to your left side. Lightly open your chest up to the left. And then go ahead, turn back to center, hands behind, lean back, untangle the legs. And to cross the ankles, roll forward to all fours. And we're going to take this into Peacock. Now go ahead and do this with me here, because this is basically the wrist stretch that we took at the beginning. And the wrist stretch is actually part of the pose, so just take it to where you can. So bring your knees out wide, wider than your hips. Big toes point toward each other. Now walk your hands back. Keep your seat low to your heels. And just like before, you're going to set your hands down on that line you can draw between your knees. Palms down, fingertips rotated at least 90 degrees right and left. If you can, try to rotate toward your feet. But set your hands down flat and play around with your position here, because you have to get the elbows underneath you, keep in mind. Be sure you can bend the elbows in towards center. If the elbows are out to the sides, you got nothing to balance on, keep in mind. So pull your chest forward between the upper arms. Bend the elbows in toward you. So maybe the hands go out wider, or maybe you need to pull them in closer. It depends on the length of your limbs in relation to the rest of your body. But dig down to the fingertips. Keep your chest pulling forward. Look forward. Go ahead and spread the knees out wider to put more weight in your arms and flatten this out. And then keep looking forward and lean forward. Think about holding a back bend in your upper back, even though you're going to want to look at the floor. And as you lean forward, bring your shoulders forward, and that's going to lift your legs. Now, once the knees are lifted, maybe just stay here. And this is a little bit easier to hold. If you want to take things further, you can come into a straddle with the legs extended out to the sides. And if you want to bring the legs together, engage your glutes and keep leaning this forward. But just take it to where you can and just feel this out. It's not an easy pose, but it's certainly not impossible. And keep in mind, that forward lean is what brings you forward. You got to use the physics to actually get into this. There's some leverage that'll put you there. Now, if you want to work that entry, again, feel free. Otherwise, let's take this from plank. So for that, just go ahead and bring yourself in your regular plank shape. Wristing the shoulders. Step your feet back and keep your legs together to start. And then go ahead and shorten this a little bit. So slide the hands close to your feet, maybe about 4 inches or so, more or less. Now this is where you're going to adjust the hands. Now your palms stay down. Rotate your fingers to the sides. Maybe point the fingers all the way back. And don't worry about this being exactly the same as the other setup. Now the hands can go wide or they can come in closer, but pull your chest forward between the upper arms. Bend the elbows and pull them underneath you so you can set your weight on your arms. Now keep looking forward. Keep your chest pulling forward. And then decide how you're going to take this with your legs. Now, if you're going to keep your legs straight, you just shift the shoulders forward, but you're probably going to do bent knees. So for that, keep your feet together and walk them forward, let the knees go wide, and then look forward, lean forward to lift. Now again, you can take that straddle with the legs out to the sides, or you can squeeze the legs together, but keep that forward lean. And again, it's not an impossible pose, but it's not easy. If you're tempted to kick your feet up into the air, it's because you're not leaning forward far enough, so keep that in mind. Now, you're welcome to work that further if you like. Otherwise, we'll wrap this up. You can bring your legs out from underneath you when you're ready and come all the way down onto your back. And once you're down, oh, pardon me, draw your knees into your chest and just squeeze everything in. Swallowed something the wrong way. There we go. Now, we're going to take a supine twist. So go ahead and extend your left leg. And then bring your left hand to your right knee, right arm out to the side. Now, with your left hand, pull the right knee across your body, tuck your left hip underneath. Keep both shoulders down and look to the right. Now, find the stretch in the outer right hip toward your low back. If you need more, you can use your left hand to press down till you feel the twist. Now, if you want to take it further, you can extend that right leg out to the side. And if you want to bind both legs, you can bend your left knee, reach down with your right hand. If you find that grip, kick into your hand. And whatever variation of the twist you take, keep your shoulders grounded and just breathe here. Now take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just release whatever grip you're in. And bring the knees back into your chest. And then once you're ready, let's switch it out. So go ahead, extend the right leg out fully. Right hand to your left knee, left arm to your side. Go ahead, pull the left knee across your body and tuck the right hip underneath this time. Now keep both shoulders down, look over the left. Find the stretch in the outer left hip toward your low back. Now if you need more, you can press down with the right hand until you feel it. Or extend the left leg further out. And if you want to take it further still, you can bend the right knee, reach with your left hand, find the right foot. And then kick into your hand. Whatever version you take, again, keep both shoulders down on the floor as you're twisting. Take a deep inhale. And then with the exhale, just release your twist. Bring everything back into center. Pull the knees into your chest side by side. Let's take this to happy baby. Go ahead and reach between the knees. Take hold of the outside edges of your feet. And stack your ankles above your knees. Now draw the knees down toward the floor outside your ribs and press your feet up into your hands at the same time. And keep the tension working up and down. Flatten your spine, sink your tailbone down low. And if you can take it further, you can rock a little bit side to side. Further still, you can extend your legs out against your grip. And then finally, from wherever you are, take a deep inhale here. Draw it down as much as you can. And then with the exhale, just release. Extend your legs out fully. Lay your arms at your sides. Open up your palms toward the ceiling. And just let your eyes close here and let your body settle down into the mat for a moment. Now when you're ready here, start to move again, bit by bit, fingers and toes, arms and legs. Take a deep inhale, reach your arms out long past your head. And then pull things back in, bring the elbows toward your chest. Draw your knees up as well. And then just take your time. Find your way up to a comfortable seat. Ground yourself into the mat here. Stack your spine. Bring your hands up to heart center. And then take a deep inhale. Hold on to at the top. And just let everything go. And thank you for joining class. Namaste.